Hey guys, what's going on? A little unconventional of a start to a video again, so hope that caught you off guard. But yeah, we're back. It's Monday. What's the date? It's December. Oh gosh. It is December 6th, I want to say. Please let it be December 6th. But yeah, here we are. We're back. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, kind of still, well, I guess before we get into the topic, still rolling with this little idea, this little experimentation, if you will, of, you know, making a video not every day of the week and not even every time I decide to go into the office, but just making one whenever I feel I have something genuinely good to share with you guys, you know, not just making some random wing it video where I kind of just talk in circles the whole time and maybe confuse you guys or myself or anything like that. But you know, more of just making videos whenever I do feel I have something good to say, not kind of just freestyling the whole time. So that's what we're doing for the time being. I'm still kind of feeling everything out, so again, I'll keep you updated with you know, how this is going and what I think I'll do moving forward, and you know, because we're all just experimenting at the end of the day, finding out what works best for us and then sticking with that and building off of it. So that's just what I'm doing here on this channel. But so didn't really have too many crazy thoughts today. Always have some good ones, which are always nice, but didn't really know what exactly to talk about on this if I were to make a video today. So I wasn't planning on making video. You know, logged off for the day, was walking to my car, still couldn't really think of anything last second, and so I got in my car and I'm driving out of the parking garage and you know, making my way to the street, and kind of was just reflecting on the day, really just doing some absolute last second reassurance that there's nothing I can talk about, and something actually came to my mind, and something that I think is actually pretty important and is definitely worth making a video about. And so I'm gonna open this up with a story. So today at work, you know, again, there's some really good people that I work with at the office on my team, and this one person that I work with in particular, he's a really good guy, very smart. You know, he's well experienced, knows what he's doing, knows his stuff. Just a good person to be around, and with that, he's a pretty funny guy, and he has his moments where he gets the whole crowd laughing. So again, he's a really cool guy, and so some side conversation was going on later in the day when he was involved, and he was cracking some jokes, making everyone laugh, and you know, of course, I was happy to be there, and I was laughing along with everyone, but I couldn't help but notice that he was kind of making fun of himself, you know, and kind of being a little, even though he was being humorous about it, he was kind of cracking a little too many jokes and speaking a little negatively and a little low on himself, a little too much, if you ask me. And it kind of brought to mind for me the whole topic of really just kind of self-hypnosis, and you can kind of connect that to manifestation and you know, your subconscious mind, and all these kind of different topics surrounding that. But you know, even though my teammate, as great as a guy as he is, I couldn't help but honestly kind of feel bad in a way, because again, even though it was all jokes and it was all humor, he was kind of not describing himself in the best manner, if you want to say that. And you know, even though, say, him and everyone else around him thought it was just nothing but jokes and all that stuff, nothing too serious, I kind of thought the opposite. I felt like he was kind of setting himself up pretty poorly concerning this whole life and future and all that stuff. And what I mean by that is the words that he was choosing to describe himself were pretty negative and pretty low frequency words. And he was kind of hypnotizing himself, and he was kind of manifesting and kind of bringing out the energy of really not what would be optimal and best for him in the future. All the words and the thoughts and the actions that you choose, right? You're not victim to, you choose at the end of the day. All those thoughts, words, and actions, they all play a major role in either rewiring your mind and your subconscious, or really further solidifying it. And I think one thing I've begun to learn is that, you know, a lot of people who aren't where they want to be in life and aren't the person that they deeply desire to be and live in the world that they deeply desire to live in, it's because of, at least a big part is really because of their subconscious mind. And you know, again, as much as other people can have on your subconscious mind, especially, say, being raised and growing up, equally as important is, you know, yourself and how you choose to wire your mind on top of everything that you've already gone through and that you already go through currently. And, you know, and you rewire your mind with your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, and continued thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. That's how you begin to kind of shift your paradigm and rewire your mind and shape it for the better, because whatever's in your mind is what will project into your reality, you know, and it goes both ways. You know, good thoughts will lead to good realities, and, you know, bad thoughts will lead to bad realities. So it's very important to pay attention to what exactly is going on in your head, ideally at all times, and what words are coming out of your mouth, and what actions you're taking, and what emotions you're feeling all the time. You know, it's very useful and it's very beneficial, and quite honestly, it's very substantial, the impact that those things have on your life. And, you know, relating this back to the story of, you know, my teammate, who is a great guy, but he kept making fun of himself, and he was all, you know, jokes and humor and all that stuff, but really he was, even though he was, say, making those around him and himself laugh, you know, and have a good time, he was really speaking lowly to himself the whole time. And because of that, really just kind of, whether he realized it or not, I realized it, and you know, I kind of caught my attention, but he was really choosing to hypnotize himself in not an ideal way, and not exactly in a positive way, if you ask me. Like, I know there's this Bruce Lee quote, and I'm going to try to quote it as closely as I can, but pretty much what he said was, you know, never speak lowly or negatively of yourself, even in a joking manner. You know, he said, words are very powerful and they cast spells, and that's why it's called spelling. And I couldn't help but think of that quote, you know, during my time at the office when, you know, the jokes were being cracked, and and people were kind of making fun of themselves. Again, as funny as it might be and as enjoyable as it might be in the moment, I think it's very important to realize just how powerful your thoughts and your words and your actions really towards yourself are. A lot of us, whether we do it intentionally or just kind of without realizing, we do speak and we do think rather lowly of ourselves. And there's different fingers you can point as to who exactly and what exactly to blame for that. But again, at the end of the day, it is ultimately on you if you don't exactly think and speak and act highly upon yourself. It is you to begin to change and do the opposite. And you'll find that you'll live a much more enjoyable and better life because of it. Again, it all kind of just comes back to this whole topic of a lot of things, but they all have the same foundation, the same core. You can call it self-hypnosis, manifestation, law of attraction, all these different things. The building of the subconscious mind, like as scientific or as woo-woo you want to get about it, it's all coming down to the same thing at the end of the day. And really what it's saying is that, again, the quality of your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions will directly reflect that of the quality of the life that you live. For example, if you speak lowly of yourself and you continue to do so, and you think lowly of yourself and continue to do so, and you live a life with actions and beliefs that an unideal version of yourself would, then that's exactly the life that you're going to live. Meanwhile, on the other hand, if you go out of your way to have thoughts that are very powerful and very positive and very lifting and good thoughts about yourself, and you speak words, you go out of your way to speak words of yourself that are very positive and powerful and empowering and very good words about yourself, and you take actions that are in the best interest of you and your well-being and your overall happiness and success and quality of life and serene state of being, and all that stuff with continued, I don't want to say effort, I'll say continued effort at first, and then eventually with practice and time it becomes quite effortless and really automatic. But really with the repetition is when you'll find that your life really begins to change for the better. And whether you call them coincidences or fates, will start to occur more and more. And just with being a very positive and empowering person with very positive and empowering thoughts, feelings, beliefs, words, and actions, that's really one of the keys to really living the best possible life that you can, and really unlocking your true potential. So, next time you're at the office or with your buddies or just any group of people, your family, whoever it may be, you guys are cracking jokes, and don't get me wrong, it's always funny to have people kind make fun of themselves a little bit, but just remember that, again, words are very powerful, and especially words that you speak to yourself and words that you speak about yourself are even more powerful, because they really do just ingrain more and more into your mind of, again, who you are, and what you believe about yourself and your life, and what you believe about yourself and your life, what's deeply rooted in your mind concerning your beliefs and your thoughts about yourself and your life is what exactly will project itself into your reality. And that's exactly the life that you'll live, and the person that you'll be, and the experience that you'll have in this world and in this lifetime. So just pay attention to that, and it's never too late to make the change. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it's a very good and a very enjoyable process. So, even though you might have to go through the effort and the strain of, reminding yourself and sometimes forcing yourself to think positively and feel positively and speak positively and act positively, over time, it'll get easier and easier, and you'll get better and better, and as a result, your life is going to start compounding more and more into exactly that which you've always desired in the end. But again, bringing it back, it all just starts with what exactly is going on in your head, in your headspace, in your mind. It all starts with what's going on within you. So try to refrain from making fun of yourself, even though it may be, in a more joking and humorous setting. Because as funny as it may be to others, you do have to be a little bit selfish sometimes, and take care of yourself first, and set yourself up as best you can, because you deserve nothing but the best. That's just the truth. You deserve nothing but the best, because the best is out there to be had for a reason. The reason is because you deserve it, because you're worthy. So just be aware of how you choose to hypnotize yourself. And the thoughts that you choose to think, and the words that you choose to speak, and the emotions that you choose to feel, and the actions that you choose to take, because it really is all within your control and all your responsibility. You are not the victim. You really are the captain, the leader, and the creator of yourself, your world, your life, and everything else in between. Your reality is always just nothing more than a mirror into the quality and the condition of your current mind. So if you want to change your life, you can't do it by changing the reflection of the mirror. You have to change, what's outside of the mirror. You have to change yourself. You have to change your mind. If you look in the mirror and say, you have like a hair out of place on your head, you're not going to fix your hair by trying to go into the mirror and fix your hair. No, you have to go within yourself, right, and fix your hair yourself, and from there the mirror will show your hair properly in place. That's kind of a crazy little example, but connecting that to your reality and your world and your life and your image of yourself being exactly nothing more than a genuine reflection of the current quality and state of your mind. If you want to change your life and your world and yourself, it all starts with changing your mind first. You can't change your life by changing your life. You can only change your life by changing your mind. I guess that's a good way to put it. So there you go. But yeah, just to wrap it up, I guess if you were to tie those two little subjects of today's video together, really the one thing to pull from those two subjects is, again, just the power of your mind and the potential that you, me, and everyone else in this world has because of the power of their mind. I think it's very difficult, if not impossible, to truly understand and really just realize the power that we all have and how strong and limitless and infinite it is. But all you need to begin to make positive change is just to realize for one quick second how powerful your mind really is and how much it really does impact and create your life, your world, and just your reality and your experience. So with that, just remember that there's a lot more to it than you think. Remember that I'm always rooting for you guys. I'm always in your corner. I'm always cheering you on, trying to get you to use your mind to the best of your ability. Remember to keep dreaming, keep visualizing great things, and hold on to those things, and think highly of yourself, speak highly of yourself, feel highly about yourself, and act highly upon yourself. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, looking forward to all the change and growth coming to this channel. Not sure when exactly we'll talk soon, but whenever we do, we will talk soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye.